I hope you are all well. I am unexpectedly stuck indoors today. My car has got another flat tyre, which is an absolute pain in the bum. And I wanted to go out and get loads of stuff done, but I'm stuck inside. And to be honest, it's freezing cold out there. I think it's just started to sleet, maybe. I'm just trying to tell, is it like freezing rain? I don't know. It looks grim. So I'm going to stay inside and cook and bake all day. I think what I'm going to do is make a lasagna for dinner tonight, but double up on the ragu bolognese and put some in the freezer for a rainy day. Then I'm going to make some flapjacks, and then I'm going to do a bit of Google research because I've unexpectedly got a load of spinach and I want to preserve it somehow. So hopefully I'll have time to do that too. So I've made my tea. Let's start on the ragu for lasagna. Okay, so what I have here is 3 cloves of garlic, loads of carrots from the bottom of my fridge, and 2 onions. I'm going to give these a rough chop, and then I'm going to put them in my food processor so they can have like a fine dice. Gave the onions a little head start. That's the onions and the garlic, sorry, because they were burning my eyes. So in there we have olive oil and salt and onions. And now I'm going to go in with my carrots. And some lovely mixed herbs. These are just dried from my pantry. Plenty of those because it's a big batch. And give everything a really good stir. So that just needs to really slowly cook away now for about 15 minutes until it all becomes really soft, and I'll just stir it occasionally. So this has softened down really nicely and it smells so good. So now I'm going to go in with some beef mince and some pork mince. I haven't gone in with any extra oil because of the fat content of the beef, but I have pushed the veg aside so we can get good surface area. Now I'm just trying to break it up because I absolutely hate that it comes vac packed now. It's just, no, not a fan. So I'm going to break this up a bit and then add in my pork. So that's the beef coloured, and now I'm going in with the pork. And now I'm just giving it all a really good mix before going in with, well, I was hoping we had some nice white wine in the fridge. But with me not drinking at the moment, we don't have many bottles open. So I'm going to go in with this Pinot Noir Rosé from a local vineyard by us. Really good splash of that. And then I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit just so the alcohol cooks away. And last but not least, 2 tins of finely chopped tomatoes. And I'm going to leave that now for about half an hour to thicken up beautifully. So while that is over there bubbling away and doing its thing, over here, I'm going to make the cheese sauce to go in the lasagna. So just starting off by melting some butter. And once that's melted, I'm going to go in with some flour. Give that a really good mix till it all comes together. It looks something like that. And I'm going to go in slowly with warm milk. Keep on stirring. Whoop. Until it comes together. And then you'll start to get a lovely thick white sauce. So now I'm going to go in with loads of grated cheese. Okay, how good does this look? We had loads of leftover cheese from Christmas, so I've used Comté, Parmesan and cheddar. And now I'm going to layer up my lasagna because I'm starving. And I want my lunch. Oh, I need to check them both for seasoning actually, because I know that I've neglected to use any peppers so far. I've just decided actually that the ragu needs a bit more cooking, so I'm going to pop it on. I've turned the heat off this one as well. I'm going to make myself some lunch and then I'll come back to this. I am really looking forward to my lunch. I've got some toasted, like seeded sourdough. Yesterday I made some honey roast ham. And I've topped it off with a lovely tomato. So now I'm going to sit at the table and enjoy. Lunch is now over and this is looking so much better. So now I'm going to layer up our lasagna. So to start, I'm going to go in my dish with a layer of the ragu and then a layer of pasta sheets. I always use this dish because I just love the way these pasta sheets fit. Then I went in with a layer of the cheese sauce and I'm just going to repeat this until we are at the top. And there we are. We have lasagna ready to go in the oven for tonight's dinner. I just sprinkled some extra grated cheese on top. And the leftover ragu is going to go into the freezer to probably have with some spaghetti on a rainy day. So now I'm going to drink this tea, put my hair back up and get on with some flapjacks. So for some reason I couldn't find my normal tin. So I've lined a slightly bigger one and using the recipe on my website, I've just sort of upped the quantities a little bit. So my recipe is for chocolate flapjacks, but I'm going to do, oh sorry, in here, hang on. In here we've got golden syrup, sugar and butter. And instead of chocolate, I'm going to do raisin and apple. And do you know what? I think I'm going to put some cinnamon in as well. So I'm going to let this melt. Then weigh out my oats. And I'm going to do like sliced apple running through the middle. Before I forget, I'm going to go grab some cinnamon because that'll be really nice in this. Gotcha. The butter is now all melted, so I'm going to go in with my oats. And some raisins. Oh, I was going to say not too many. That's probably just enough. So my plan was to layer half of this in there and add some sliced apples in the second half. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. I'm just going to give it a try. It became evident pretty quickly I didn't have enough, but it has filled the tray. So I'm just going to slice some apples on top and hope for the best. So they're all on top with a sprinkle of extra sugar. So I'm going to bake that now and eat all these apple offcuts. So now I'm going to blanch my spinach ready for freezing. As you can see, this is full. I have a lot of spinach. I've also got an ice bath and these silicone molds to sort of shape them into portion sizes before they go in the freezer. So I'm just going to pour some boiling water over this. Squish that all in. Excuse me, I've still got a sore throat from over a month ago. And so I need this spinach. What was I saying? Anyway, I'm going to squish that in. And once it comes sort of back to the boil, because I feel like the temperature dropped a bit because my spinach was in the freezer. Look at this lovely boring shot I'm giving you. So yeah, do this for a minute, maybe two, and then straight into the ice bath. And by then, I think my flapjacks could be ready. So how cute is this pot? I love it. Okay, that is now blanched. And you can see there's almost like barely anything left now. So I'm going to transfer it to its little ice bath. Okay, that's all done. And now I've got to drain out any moisture before popping them in my cups. And you know what? I don't think I'm going to need half as many cups as I've brought out. I reckon this is going to probably do about 3, maybe 4. We'll see. Let's quickly drain this. Oh my goodness, you guys, that, if you can tell, is all that's left. So now I'm going to pop that into the silicone molds. Oh my gosh, I was right. It barely made 4 because that one's not quite full. So basically, I'm just going to pop these into the, look how dark it is. Look, I'm causing like a full shadow already. It's only 2 o'clock or 2:30 maybe. Yeah, so I'm going to pop these in the freezer now and then put them in a freezer bag. And they'll be perfect for smoothies and sauces. And in that time, the flapjacks have been made. So I'm going to let those cool in the tin, do the school run, and then they should be ready to chop up and enjoy. So we are home from a miserable school run. The tea has been made and the flapjacks are ready. I probably could have done with putting a bit more porridge oats in because I didn't do the math very good on doubling up my recipe. So these middle ones are a bit gooey, but they're the ones we are most excited to eat. One bite in and I give this a 10 out of 10. What do you give it?
10 over 10.
What do you give it, mister? Yes, I don't know, I'm not allowed any.
Oh my goodness, you guys, we got home and it started to snow. So the next thing I did was get the spinach out of the freezer, and that is looking perfect. And then it was time to cook the lasagna. It turned out beautifully, and that cheese sauce was better than ever with the mixture of all those cheeses. Look at this glorious slice being dished up right now.
I love the
And that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, we had it with chips as I couldn't go out to get any green salad. Don't forget to like and subscribe.